So, what if I told you that a simple straight line on a graph could actually predict the future of a business? I know, it sounds a little bit like magic, but it's just math. Today, we're going to dive into the surprising power of linear equations and see how they can help us make smarter decisions in the real world.
It might sound a little out there, but this is the foundation of financial modeling. This simple idea of a line is a super powerful tool used everywhere, from Wall Street analysts projecting company profits to you just trying to figure out the best cell phone plan. So let's break down exactly how it all works.
All right, let's meet Marcia. She's a really talented artist who wants to turn her passion for making greeting cards into a real business. But, passion alone doesn't pay the bills. She's got real costs for her supplies, maybe even rent. So the big question is, how can math give her a clear picture of whether this dream can actually make money? To crack this code for Marcia, and really for any problem like hers, we need the right tools. So let's build our toolkit, and the very first thing we need is to understand the language of lines. Think of this as our vocabulary cheat sheet. A linear equation is just a fancy way of saying its graph is a perfectly straight line. The y-intercept is our starting point. It's where that line hits the vertical axis. The x-intercept is a really crucial point. We'll talk more about in a bit. And the slope? That's just how steep the line is, its rate of change. And here are the three main recipes we use to write out the equation for a line. Slope-intercept form is awesome because it tells you the slope and where the line starts right away. Point slope is your go-to when you know how steep the line is and just one single point on it. And standard form? Well, you'll see that one a lot, so we definitely need to know how to work with it.
Okay, let's get our hands dirty and see how these different forms actually work. The absolute heart and soul of any line is its slope, so let's start right there.
The slope tells us how quickly things are changing. We find it with a really simple formula: rise over run. All that means is the vertical change between 2 points divided by the horizontal change. And what's cool is all you need are any 2 points on that line to figure out its exact steepness. Now, sometimes you're going to get an equation in what's called standard form. It's useful, but it kind of hides the most important info, the slope and that starting point. That's why one of the most powerful skills we can learn is how to convert it into a much more revealing format. The goal is really simple. Just get y all by itself. So first, you move the ax term over to the other side of the equation. Then, you just divide everything by b. That's the number right next to y. And boom, just like that, you've unlocked the secrets of the line. The slope m and the y-intercept b are sitting right there in plain sight. Now that we have our toolkit all set up, let's put it to the test. This is the fun part, where the math meets the money. Okay, this is the single most useful trick for solving word problems, I promise. In the equation y equals mx plus b, just think b for begin, that's your starting amount, your flat fee, and m for move, that's your rate of change, the price per item, or the commission you earn. B is for begin, m is for move. It's really that simple. Let's look at Jay's paycheck. He gets a base salary of $200 a week. That's his starting point, his B value. It's where he begins. On top of that, he earns a 5% commission. That commission rate is his M value. It's what makes his paycheck move up as he sells more. Or think about your phone bill, right? There's probably a flat fee you pay no matter what. That's your B, where you begin each month. Then there's a charge for every minute you talk. That's your M, the rate that makes your bill move upwards. See? Begin and move. It's everywhere. And that brings us to the x-intercept. In business, this point is everything. It's where your total costs exactly equal your total revenue. It's where your profit is zero. It's the break-even point. For Marcia, this is the exact number of cards she has to sell just to cover all her costs. So important. Okay, so now we have all the pieces. You know the language, you have the formulas, and you've seen how they apply to the real world. This is the perfect point to pause and put this toolkit into practice yourself. I want you to go ahead and pause this explainer and grab your Lesson 1 practice worksheet. Try applying what we've just covered to a few of those examples. See if you can identify the starting point, the rate of change, and that all-important break-even point. And hey, if you get stuck for even a second, don't worry about it. You have resources to help you out. You can refer back to your Unit 3 Lesson 1 guide, or if you want to see it all explained again, just click the button for I Need More Instruction Plays to get a great interactive walkthrough. So let's just lock in the key takeaways before we finish. Remember, B is your y-intercept, your fixed starting point. It is where you begin. M is your slope, your rate of change. It's how you move. And that x-intercept, that's your critical break-even point where your profit is exactly zero. Ultimately, this is not just about math class. This is a fundamental life skill. It helps you analyze business plans, compare job offers, and see the hidden patterns in your own budget. So the next time you face a financial decision, ask yourself, what's my starting point and what's my rate of change?